guys, I just wanted to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. So welcome to another lookbook video, and my look is kind of similar to like the first look I did in the last everyday makeup lookbook because I used the Ensley Reign palette again. So I just went in with the Anastasia eye primer and the Kajal lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Dior powder. And then for my eyeshadow, like I said, I went into the Ensley Reign Cold Moon palette, and I used the shade Transformation in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Rebirth, and then I used Mother's Night on the outer corners. And then the last shade, like I said, that I had to use in the last lookbook video that I did was the shade Wolf Moon. So I used that all over the lid. And then, of course, I used Mauja on the brow bone. And then for the inner corners, I used this one that I can't even pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. So that's all I used today. And then for the waterline, my God, Caitlin, when you try to do things faster, it's just a freaking disaster. Like, the fact that you just dropped it over there is literally, like, so stupid, but whatever. And then I went in with the eyeliner gray by Galactic on my waterline. And then for my mascara, I just went in with the Essence Lash Primer, and then I used the Lancome Hypnose Mascara, and then I used the Lash Discovery on the bottom lash, so of course. And then I prime my face, not set my face, with the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then for my foundation and concealer, I went into the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade 1C1 Cool Vanille. I still really like this foundation. It's really nice. It's only the second time I've used it. And then again, I went into the concealer, and it's just, I like it. It's nice, but I did wear it all day. I don't know if it's like a really long-lasting combo, but it looks pretty. And this is the shade ON1, and then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Dior powder. And then for my bronzer, I went into the Gucci bronzer in the shade 01, and then, well, actually, no, I didn't use the Gucci bronzer. I'm lying. I used the Dior bronzer. This is the Dior Forever Natural Bronze in the shade Tan Bronze. I don't even know if they have this available anymore. I got this just for the packaging because I loved it. And then for the blush, I didn't pick out a blush yesterday, so I just went in with like a Tried and True, which is the Marc Jacobs Air Blush in the shade Flesh and Fantasy. I mean, they don't even have this anymore, but I love it. I think I found this at TJ Maxx like a while back. I don't even remember. And then for my highlight, I went into the Catrice More Than highlighter in the shade Supreme Rose Beam. It's just such a pretty one. It's like a cool tone, like rosy shade. I love it. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Setting Spray. And then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I used the MAC lip liner in the shade Stone. And then I went in with the MAC lipstick in the shade Taupe. And that's what I used today. And then just a quick reading update. I have it in the kitchen right now, but I'm on page 320 now. So I think I got through like another 100 pages last night and today. Today I only read like 30-something pages because I didn't have time to read this morning because I opened at work. So I wasn't going to have any time to read before work. And then I actually wasn't alone after 12 today because I only had one person with me. But literally we only need like 2 people on Sundays because we close at 6. So I didn't really get a chance to like binge read for like an hour because I had somebody else with me. So I only read like 30 pages at work. So I'm hoping to be on page 400 by tomorrow, which that's only 75 pages. So yeah, I'll easily do that tonight. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there guys, I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I just saw my boyfriend and I wanted to wear the Tangled sweatshirt that I got again, so I just wore it again. It's just super comfy. So I primed my eyes with the ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then I used the Kajal lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I wanted to go back into the Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette because I finally used all of the shimmers in the Ensley Reign palette, so I wanted to go back to this one. And now the only one I have left to use on the lid is this one. So I went in with Southern Lights in the crease, then I darkened up the crease more with Auckland Stardome, and then for the outer corners I went into the purple, which is, what's it called? I have no idea. what that says. Rocky Mackenzie. So I went to the purple. And then for the lid, I wanted to use this duochrome pink, which is Aurora Australis. Actually, it's a multi-chrome. And then for the inner corners, I went into the shade I still have to use on the lid, which is Manganella Clouds. I think this was actually my favorite look that I did with this palette, and this look actually lasted. I think it was because my brushes weren't clean. So I washed them like 2 days ago, and it made these perform like way better. So maybe it was just my brushes, but I'm still not like completely head over heels with this formula in this palette. It's very dry to me, but it's still a good palette. So that's all I used in this palette today. And then I'm actually a little hungry too, so I'm going to eat some bouillon tonight. So for my waterline, I went into Amethyst Hour by ColourPop, one of the cream gel liners, and then I just used the Essence Lash Primer, and then I just went into my Tower 28 mascara, and then I went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then for my face, I primed with the Do It Spray and the Say Star Glow Super Gel Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizer, I went into the Cali Ray Free Dreaming Skin Wellness Diffusing Tint. You know I love this in the shade The One. And then for my concealer, I went into the Tower 28 concealer in the shade BH. And then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder. And then I set my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder. I'm a little bit sleep deprived because I keep on going to sleep like mad late. So hopefully tonight I will fix that, because I keep on saying I'm going to go to bed earlier, and then I never do. So it's like really bad, honestly, at this point. And then I just went in with the ColourPop Matte Bronzer in the shade Alviva Beach, just my go-to. And then for my blush and highlight, I went into a new blush today because this is the only blush and highlight duo I've picked up, or actually the first new blush I've picked up this year. So this is the Natasha Denona My Mini Dream Glow Blush Trio. And I just thought this looked really pretty, and I thought this would be a really nice like everyday pink, and I really love Natasha Denona's highlight formula, so I just mixed these two blushes together and used that as my blush. And then I went into the highlighter as well, and the highlighter is so stunning. Oh my god. And isn't this not the cutest little thing you've seen in your life? Like, if I ever travel again, what else do I need besides this little mini? I hope she comes out with this in like a little like peachy kind of shade, because then I would just bring those two blushes with me anywhere traveling, and like it's just the cutest little thing. I love it so much. And then I set my face with the Do It Spray again, and I set my brows with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I went into the ColourPop Cream Lipstick, one of the Luxe lipsticks in the shade Spring Roll, because I hadn't used it in a little while. So yeah, really liked my look today. And then as far as a reading update goes, I'm on page 435 of A Court in Mist and Fury now. So I'm hoping to finish it by tomorrow night, because I have less than 200 pages now at this point. So I'm just going to read right now. I didn't get to read that much today. I only read like 35 pages, but I'm about to just read tonight anyway. So, and then I went to Target and picked up like 8 books. But guess what? Target was buy one, get one half on books. So I was like, I guess I went at a good time to go on a book binge, because then I save a little bit more on the paperbacks, but also it ends up all being like 25% off pretty much, like each book. Like it basically gets you to save on each book. But for some reason I like dropped the receipts. I don't know how much I actually saved, but when I was looking at it, it took it off every single book. Like it wasn't just full price for one and then 50% off the next. Usually it's 25% off each book. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I don't think I paid more than like maybe $15 for the hardcovers that I got. So that was good. Yeah, I picked up like 3 romance novels. I picked up like a vampire romance novel as well. I picked up The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I picked up A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because I needed a thriller as well. And then I also picked up Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, because I really want to read those too. So, and the romance ones I got was This Spells Love, The Love Hypothesis, The Do-Over, and The Vampire one. I really wanted a good vampire romance, and then I saw that book, and I'm like, it wasn't even on my to-be-read list, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this, and it just so happens to be a smash New York Times best-selling series. And I'm like, okay, sold. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Tomorrow I'm going to see Argyle with my best friend. So I'm excited to see that movie. We have not been to the movies in so long. We've just been like hanging out at his place and like going to try new food places in his town. But tomorrow we're finally going to the movies because I wasn't going to be able to see him on Saturday because I was actually working Saturday night. That's like the first time I'm on a Saturday this year because they actually have not put me on a Saturday yet. So I was like, I don't know if I'm able to see you Saturday. And I was like, he was like, do you want to hang out this week? And I was like, do you want to go to the movies on Tuesday? And he's like, yeah, let's go see it. And I was like, do you want to see Argyle? So then we're going to go see it. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I actually just wore this Sleeping Beauty hoodie that I've been wearing like the past week. Every single night after I get home from like going out, I just throw this hoodie on. And then I was like, today I really just don't feel like changing. So I just left this on and put a pair of jeans on and went to the movies. So I met my two friends at Chili's and then we went to the movies to see Argyle, like I said. And it was so good. I really liked it. It was so funny. And it was just like completely absurd, but I loved it. And it was all based on Argyle, the book. And since I'm such a book lover right now, made perfect sense for me to go see this movie all about a book. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used the Kaja lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And actually my friend was visiting from out of town. Like she lives upstate, but she comes down here every once in a while and visits her mom. So she was like, I'm on the island. I'm like, perfection. Come see the movie with us. So I had to buy her a ticket too, because originally it was just going to be me and my best friend. And I was like, this is perfect. Works out perfectly because I'm already seeing Chris tonight anyway. So, and then for my eyeshadow, I went back into the Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette. And I went in with Auckland Stardom in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Tekapo Stargazing. I really can never say these names. This blue. And then I used, oh my God. This shade. This shade, okay? We're not going to say the names because it literally takes forever. And then I went in with Manganelic Clouds on the lid, and then for the inner corners I used Aurora Australis. So now I've used every single shade in this palette, which I'm very happy about. So now I can go back into some other palettes in my collection, but it's been a great time using this palette and the Ensley Reign palette. So now I'm all caught up with those, and I will give like my thoughts in my favorites video, which I don't know when I'm going to be able to film. I also have to film a haul video finally because I got some new products. Not that much, really. It's just like literally from the past 3 months that I would like to film a haul eventually. And then I sound a little bit nasally. I didn't sound like this when I was out. I only sound like this when I get back home. I don't know why. I also did not sleep last night. There was no way I slept. So, and I'm going to need to get my nails done at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen. But ideally, I would have liked for it to happen today or this Thursday. So hopefully I'll have my nails done by the time you see me in like 2 days, but whatever. And then for my eyeliner, I used the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Prance because I actually hadn't used that in a long time. And I'm like, you know what? I want to finally whip it out and use it today. And then for my mascara, I went into the Tarte Tartelette Tubing Mascara and just used the Essence Lash Primer, of course, and then the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. I don't know why everything is like falling. And then for my face, I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. My nose looks a little dry right now. It looks like most of it like wore off my nose, and I don't know why. I did not blow my nose today, so when I was wearing my makeup, so that's weird. But I went in with the Laura Mercier foundation again. This is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade 1C1 Cool Vanille. I just really have been enjoying this, so I wanted to use it again. And it still looks really good. I like it. I like that it looks more natural. And then for my concealer, I went into the coinciding concealer again. And I actually really like this concealer too. It still looks pretty good. And this is the shade 0N1, whatever. That's what it's called. And then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder. And then I set my face with the same Urban Decay powder again. And then for my bronzer, I went into my House Labs bronzer. This is the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer in the shade Light Level 1. And then for my blush, I went into the Sleeping Beauty blush palette from Besame. I don't even know if they even have this anymore, but this was the only thing I ever got from Besame because, of course, you guys know, I think I just dropped the insert again. I don't know why I always do that, but that just flew into fairyland. But this is the only thing I ever got from Besame, and obviously, because it's Sleeping Beauty, I wanted to use it with the hoodie, with my Sleeping Beauty hoodie. So I just mixed these two pink shades together. I don't think they really have names. Yeah, I just mixed the pale, mostly the pale one and just a hint of this one. And it's really pretty blush. But for some reason it like faded a lot. I don't know why. My skin was pretty dry today. And then for my highlight, I went into the Odin's Eye highlighter in the shade Pink Star. Y'all know how much I love this one. The Soul Moon Moonlight Feel highlighter. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Spray, and then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I went into the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Good and Plenty. And then for my lipstick, I went into the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Still an Icon, just because I wanted something simple. It's kind of bleeding a little bit, but whatever. And that's everything I used for my face. And then as far as a book update goes, I finished A Court of Mist and Fury this afternoon. I only had 65 pages left, but also, like, I'm kind of glad. The only reason why I'm glad I didn't sleep is because I read, like, 45 pages just because I couldn't sleep. So then I only had less than 70 pages left to finish before I went out today. And then I actually finished it at like 2 p.m. today because I had like other things I needed to do. But I was like, as long as I finish the book before I go out, because I'm glad that I did, so I can jump right into the third one. So tonight I am going to start A Court of Wings and Ruin. I tried to start this like 20 minutes before I had to get ready. I was like, oh, I'll just read a few pages, but it just did not happen because my friend was like, I'm on the island. And I was like, meet us at the movies. So I'm going to start it tonight. So excited. This one is a hefty book. It's almost 699 pages. So this is going to be my next one. Sarah J. Maas is still taking over my life, but I am so excited to start this one. A Court of Mist and Fury was so good. I loved the first one too. Like the first book has my heart. The second one was great, but the first book is still amazing to me. I don't know. I love the first book so much, but the second book was so good. And now I'm so excited. So yeah, bye. Okay, so hey there guys. So I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I'm just seeing my boyfriend soon. So I prime my eyes with the ColourPop Party Proof Primer, of course, and then I just use the Kajal lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I decided to go back into the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Rich Romantic palette. I was going to use ColourPop today, but then I was like, I just feel like using this row of shadows, and I just wanted to use this one again because I think I've only used maybe 3 of these shades again. I know I've used Rich and Captivating, and I think I've used Charming, so maybe I've used like 4 of them at this point. I think the only 2 that I haven't went back into again is these 2. Oh, and this one, so like 3 of them. But I'm probably going to use this one, like I said, more so in the springtime, but I just wanted to use like this row because I thought it would be pretty. So I just used Timeless in the crease. Then I darken up the crease and the outer corners with the shade Passion. I just used it on both the crease and the outer corners. And then for the lid, I just went into Allure, which is just such a pretty, like, rusty kind of gold shade, or like bronzy shade. And then for the brow bone, I went into Intoxicating. And then for the inner corners, I went in with Seductive, and I thought that looked really pretty. So yeah, that's what I used today. Very simple look. And then for my waterline, I just used the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Brown. And then for my mascara, I went in with the Essence Lash Primer, of course. And then I went in with the Wet n Wild Big Papa mascara. I was going to use my ColourPop one, but I'm like, you know what? I haven't used this one in a hot second, so I decided to use this one today. And it's still a really good mascara. And then I just used the Maybelline Lash Discovery, of course, on the bottom lashes. And then I set my face, I primed my face with the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And then I just went into the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer again in the shade 10N. And then I just went in with my Makeup Forever Concealer, the HD Skin, in the shade 1.1N, and then I set my under eyes with the Haus Labs powder, and then I set my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder again. And then for my bronzer, I went into my Makeup by Mario bronzer in the shade Light. This is a soft sculpt bronzer. It's just such a nice, like, easy everyday bronzer. And then for my blush, I actually forgot that I've been wanting to use this for quite a while, so I went in with this Pretty Lightly. I've only used this like twice, and I was like, maybe I should actually use it today. So I went into the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush Legendary Glow Color Bomb in the shade Peach Lotus. Can it just say Color Bomb? It's just a really light, like, peach blush, but I thought it looked nice, so I just used that. And I was like, I finally got some use out of it again. And then for my highlight, I just went into the little mini trio from Natasha Denona, and I just went into the gold highlighter again because it's just so pretty, and I just wanted to use it again. And then I set my face with the Do It Spray, and then I set my brows with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I actually went into a new lippy today. I actually got one of the new Makeup by Mario satin lipsticks, and this one's in the shade Flat Iron. This is actually the first time I've been able to wear it, and it looks really nice. I like it so far. It's a bit thick because it's so, it's actually very pigmented for a satin lipstick, but it does saturate my lips with the full opacity of the color. But I just wanted to say that this formula kind of reminds me of the infamous Jaclyn Hill lipsticks that everybody was like, they're full of mold and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm like, did Makeup by Mario just use the formula and, like, because, like, that happens in makeup a lot more than you think, that, you know, certain brands use, like, other formulas and just put their name on it, but also, like, it just feels similar. It feels a little dry. But I don't know, the thickness of it just reminds me of that lipstick. And even the finish and everything reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. And mine were totally fine. And you know what's funny too? Is that this is kind of getting a little bit of that residue on it that, like, the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks would get. Like, it's getting like scratch marks easily, but also because it's so pigmented and creamy. But it kind of reminds me of what would happen to the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. Again, mine are still totally fine, but it's just like giving me similar vibes. I don't know. I guess we'll have to do a test at some point or do a comparison. So that's it for the makeup. And then as far as a reading update goes, I don't think I said that I started this yesterday because I had just finished A Court of Mist and Fury then. I wasn't able to start this until last night, but I did say I was starting it when I said my makeup look. So I got through the first 100 pages of A Court of Wings and Ruin. I read like 65 pages last night, and now I'm on page 104. So I didn't get that much reading done today, like almost 40 pages, but I'll definitely get further along tonight. But yeah, I'm on the third ACOTAR book, so hopefully, I know that this one will take me a bit longer because it's like 700 pages, so I'm not rushing it too much, but I'm still gonna do my 100 pages a day, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I have just 2 books left after I finish that book, and then I'm going to jump into some standalone books because I did buy a few books at Target a couple days ago, and I just really want to jump into a romance novel after ACOTAR because I haven't been able to read any romance this year, and it's kind of bothering me. So yeah, that's it. I need to go, so bye. Okay, guys, let's just go into the books in no particular order. I would like to talk about the romance novels first. So I think these are the only 4 romance novels that I have. So the first one that I picked up and the one that I really, really, really want to read first is the This Spells Love book by Kate Robb. Cute little witchy romance. I really want to read this. I'm actually going to post a whole February to be read video very soon, and this is the one that I mentioned first as soon as I finish the ACOTAR series. I also picked up the entire ACOTAR series, so this is the first book. So I also picked up the entire ACOTAR series, but I'm not going to show you guys that one just because it's like a huge box. So I might just put like a picture of it up, or yeah, I'll just insert a picture right here. Hey there, guys, I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I actually just went and got my nails done today, so I got like Valentine's Day nails, and I think they're cute, but they're not like 100% what I thought they were going to turn out to be. Like, I thought that this one turned out really cute with the clear nail with the pink, but this one kind of turned out a little bit wonky, but it still looks cute, but I don't know, not like really happy with it, but whatever. I always do Valentine's Day nails, and they're cute, but they're not like the best. Because I thought that the hearts were going to be bigger, but I didn't get the best nail design lady today. I really just need to book my appointments with the ones that do nail designs, because I really never book an appointment. Because I never know what time or what day that I'm going to be able to go get my nails done. So I just did that, and then I went to Chick-fil-A just to get my favorite salad, and I actually just filmed a video. And then I read for a little while. I'm actually just going to read for the next like hour and a half now because my mom doesn't want to watch anything. So I'm like just going to read my book. So I primed my eyes with the ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then I used the Kaja lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I went back into the Ensley Reign Cosmetics Cold Moon palette, because even though I've used every single shade in here, doesn't mean I don't want to go back into it and use it more, because why not? I'm going to be using this palette all through the winter time. So I went in with Erythia in the crease, then I darkened with the crease more with Catmint, and then I used Garnet on the outer corners, and then for my lid I went into Forbidding. I just wanted this really beautiful shimmer all over my lid. And then for my brow bone I went into Mauja, of course, and then for the inner corners I went into Snow Fairies. So that's what I used for my eyeshadow today, and I just am obsessed with this palette, so why not keep on using it? I mean, I don't have to change it up if I don't want to use my other palettes. Like, I literally was looking at my drawer, and I'm like, I really don't want to use anything else besides this. So that was just what I was feeling. And then for my waterline, I think I used the LA Girl liner in white. I don't know where it went. I think it's over here. I don't know where the fuck it is. That's what I used. And then I went into the Essence Lash Primer. And then for my mascara, I just went into the Tara 28 Jet Black Mascara again. What is this called? Make Waves Mascara. And then I went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then for my face, I primed with the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizers, this isn't really tinted moisturizer, but I still love this product. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 1 Fair. I love this product, so I just wanted to use that because I just wanted to use something light today. And then for my concealer, I went into the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in the shade Cool Ivory. And then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my bronzer, I just went into the ColourPop Matte Bronzer in the shade Alviva Beach. And then for my highlight and my blush, I actually went into my M Cosmetics blush and highlight. So I went into Magic Hour for my blush. It's just a really pretty pinky shade. Excuse me. And then for my highlight, I went into the highlighter in the shade Clarity, which is this one. I still need to put all this stuff away. I actually just filmed my haul video today, so that will be up at some point. So this is the shade Clarity from N Cosmetics. And then I set my face with the Do It Spray again. And then I set my brows with the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I actually went into a really old lipstick that I have, and it's still performing great. So this is a really old lipstick from from CoverGirl. And this is one of Katy Perry's old lipsticks with CoverGirl. And this is the shade Sphinx. And it's just a really beautiful nudie pink. And it's still going strong. So I decided to use that today. I was like, why not? So yeah. And as far as a reading update goes, I'm on page 245 now. I read like 70 pages today, so I think I'm about to hopefully get through another 70 pages. I really want to get out to page like over 300 at least, or get at least halfway through like right now, because like I said, this book is going to take up a lot of my time, so I'm just going to read every spare moment that I have. So yeah, that's it. Bye! Okay, so hey there guys, so I wanted to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. Why is my camera like dirty as fuck? Okay, so I just went to my boyfriend's today. I actually wore a palette that I haven't worn in quite a while, so I primed my eyes with the, ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then I used the Kajal Lip Oil, and then I set my eyes with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then for my eyeshadow palette today, I decided to go back into the Lost in Wonderland palette by ColourPop Wonderland, because I just felt like using it today. So I thought the green would be cute with this sweatshirt. Just got like eyeshadow on my pinky. And it's just a cute little palette, even though I'm not like obsessed with the color story. The formula is pretty good. So I went in with Mad Tea Party in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with That Way. And then I used Nothing's Impossible on the outer corners. And then I went in with Stark Raving Mad on the lid. I can't even remember how many times I've used these shimmers. I know I've only went into a couple of them twice, but I just felt like using it. It was just a really cute look. Excuse me. And then I went into Brighter Days from Blend Bunny on the brow bone. And then for my inner corners, I went into I'm Late, which is just a really pretty, like, super glittery shade. And it's really pretty on the inner corners. And that's everything I used from the palette. And then for my waterline, I went into the LA Girl liner in the shade Brown. And then I just went in with my ColourPop Lengthening Mascara. I don't know where it is right now. And the Essence Lash Primer, of course. And then I prime my face. I'm so tired, I'm sorry. With the Do It Spray and the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizer, I went into the ColourPop Pretty Fresh one in the shade Fair 1N. When are they gonna release a new, like, face product? Like, it's been, like, so long since they did liquid products. Like, they need to come out with a new foundation or a new concealer or something. Like, what's going on? Like, it's like snooze fest city with ColourPop lately. So it's good because then I won't buy anything else, and I don't really need another foundation. But they need to release a complexion product at some point soon. And then for my concealer, I just went into the Makeup Forever concealer again in the HD Skin one in the shade 1.1N, and then I set my under eyes with the House Labs powder, and then I set my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder. This is like a disaster waiting to happen. And then for my bronzer, I went into my Ilia bronzer. I almost dropped it in the shade Drawn In. It's just like the lightest shade. Actually, no, I did not. Correction. I went into my really, really, really old ColourPop bronzer in the shade Private Party. I'm not sure if you can get this one anymore, but this was before they like repackaged these. It's just a really good shade. So sorry, that's what I used, not the Ilia one. I was going to use the Ilia one, but then I decided not to. And then for my blush, I went into one of the Makeup Geek single blushes that I have in front of me. I was like, oh, I haven't used these in a little bit, so I wanted to use one of them today. So I went into the shade Romance right here. It's just a really pretty shade. It's just a really good formula. So these are always like so good, and they're very pigmented, but they're just reliable blushes that I know that are always going to work. And then I set my, I went in with the RMS Beauty highlighter in the shade Prosecco Fizz because I just wanted to try this out again. It's just okay. It's not really like amazing, but it's expensive, so I want to use it. And then I set my face with the Do It spray, and then I set my brows with the ColourPop Brow Blush Gel. And then for my lips, I went into one of my older ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips. I don't even know if they have these in the glowing lips anymore. I feel like they keep on changing the Ultra Blotted Lips, and I feel like it's kind of confusing people. I think this is called Indulge Me, but I don't know if they have this anymore. But I just decided to throw this on because these are really good, and I actually haven't even used it this year. So I was like, okay, let me go in with that. So that's everything I used. And then as far as our reading update goes, I'm on page 440 now. I got pretty far last night. I was on page like 363, and now I'm on page 440. I was only on page 400 when I left, so I really only got through another 40 pages, but I actually downloaded I got the audiobook version of this one because this is, I usually get it for the longer books in Sarah J. Maas's series. So I wanted to get it for this one because, again, this one's 700 pages, so that's why I got another 40 pages read. So it's like 80 pages today, so hopefully I'll be able to get to read a little bit more. Like, I only have to read another, like, 20-something pages to get to my goal of 100, but I do want to get up to part 3 tonight, and that's like page 480, so that's only like another 40 pages. So I think that's all I'm going to read tonight. I don't know if I'm going to read more than that. I mean, that's still 140 pages, so I wanted to be on page 500, but honestly, like, if I read 100 pages tomorrow, then that'll be 580, and then I should be able to finish it by Sunday night. So I'm not really that worried, so I knew this book would take me about 6 days, like just as long as Mist and Fury, and then A Court of A Court of Frost and Starlight will only take me like 2 days because it's really short. And I'm actually glad that one's shorter because Wings and Ruin and Silver Flames are pretty long books. So, but again, I'm enjoying every single minute of it. I'm not bored in the slightest. It's so exciting that, like, I can't wait to go back to reading. So that's why I got through a lot yesterday. So yeah, I'm just gonna go read now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. So I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. This might be the last look of the video. If it's not, I am sorry, but we're just living life over here. I forget. So I did work today. And honestly, this foundation that I'm wearing makes my skin look so good on camera. But it also looks good in person. But it just looks more dewy. But it looks like so flawless on camera. It just looks like really natural. So I just got home from work. I don't know why. This is like smearing on the side. But yeah, I'm tired. You guessed it, I'm tired. Because then I went to Target afterwards because I wanted to pick up a couple of snacks for the Super Bowl tomorrow because actually me and my brother and my mom are having 2 of our friends over, like one of my friends and one of my brother's friends, and we're just gonna do a little shindig. Like, we're just gonna have chips and dip and some wings and some meatballs and I think some chili too. So we have like a full spread going on, and we're going to play some games. It's going to be great. I'm so excited. They're probably going to be here till like 11:30 or something. I mean, my mom is off, so they're going to be here for a while, but it's going to be fun. So I work till 6. hopefully I'll be able to leave at 6 o'clock. I don't know if I'm the closer, but yeah. So anyway, I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used the Kajal lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. Since I worked today and tomorrow, I didn't really get to see friends this weekend, so that's why it's nice that they're coming over. So it'll be great. It's just so easy. I don't have to go anywhere. And then for my eyeshadow palette, I went into the Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing palette again. Excuse me. I had this chicken BLT at work again. It's called the chicken BLT wrap. And it's from the restaurant that's inside the Saks store. And it's so good. So I just decided to get it again because it was delicious. And I needed some protein today because I honestly didn't have any protein. So I was like, I need something with chicken. So it was so good. So I went in with what the hell is this called? Queenstown Skyline in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Southern Lights. And then I used a different shade on the outer corners, but I'll just say that after I tell you what I used here. And then I used the shade Jewel Box all over the lid. So I think that's the only shade that I've used possibly twice in this palette. I'm not really sure I've went into the other ones more than once. But I just wanted to do like a simple peach look today. And then for the inner corners, excuse me, I just went into Manganelic Clouds, and that's all I used today. Tomorrow I might use the ColourPop Flirty Talk palette, because honestly, I only use that palette the week of Valentine's. So I'm probably going to use it tomorrow, because I'm not able to wear a Valentine's Day look to work after tomorrow, because I actually don't work until like next weekend. So I think I'm just going to wear that palette tomorrow. And then for the outer corners, I went in with Honking Hippos. So yeah, and I don't care what team I support. I only care about the halftime show. I'm just glad my friends are coming over. And then for my waterline, I went into the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Limitless Brown. Because basically, Cameron's best friend is like one of my really good friends too. So, and my bestie's coming over. So, and then I went in with the Essence Lash Primer. And then I went in with the NARS Climax Mascara on the top lashes. I just went in with the little sample that I have. It's right here. It's like a red tube. It's really cute. And then I went into the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then I primed my face with my e.l.f. Paragrip Primer and the Do It Spray, as always. And then for my concealer and foundation, I went into the Laura Mercier one again. I still need to put these away. They're still in my haul bag, but, you know, life is crazy, okay? So I went into the Laura Mercier one again, and I've been liking this foundation. It definitely gets more dewy after I've been wearing it for like a few hours, but it still looks pretty. So this is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade 1C1 Cool Vanille. I'm pretty tired. I went to sleep pretty late last night because I had an edible. So, and I ate like a whole bag of pita chips. Don't judge me, okay? Life is for eating, all right? And then for my concealer, I went into, life is for eating, but not like, food is life, but I need to cut down on some snack foods. And then I went into the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer by Laura Mercier in the shade 0N1, and then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder, and then I set my face with my nose keeps on running, with the Urban Decay Pressed Powder again. And then for my bronzer, I went into the Gucci bronzer in the shade 01. And then for my blush, I went into the Oden's Eye blush that I own. And this one's, I really wish I could have gotten another shade in these because I love these blushes. But every time I wanted to get one, they're always sold out. So I just hope Oden's Eye comes out with new blushes and highlighters this year, because these are like 2 years old at this point. So I hope that they have a collection where they do that. They haven't done any new collections this year yet. I was really hoping for a Valentine's Day collection from them because I've never done a Valentine's Day collection. And I would be like, if they did like the Norse god of love, it would have been so cute. But it's obviously almost Valentine's Day. So, So this is the shade Warm Sun, so I just went in with that. I love this blush. And then for my highlight, I just went into the Nightmare Before Christmas highlighter again. This is the one from Melt, and this one's in the shade True Love Never Dies. It's so pretty. It's one of the Digital Dust highlighters, and I love it. I don't know what this mark is on my face. That looks like a pen mark from work. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Setting Spray, and then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I went into the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Minute Man, but I was wearing a different lippy earlier, but I wasn't going to take this off just to reapply this because this is like a liquid lipstick and it would have been a pain in the ass, but I forgot to bring my lipstick to work with me. I do that all the time. It was literally sitting right here on the desk. It drives me crazy when I do that. So I'm just going to show you guys a clip before this of what the lippy was and just tell you what it was. So I was wearing the Odin's Eye lipstick in the shade Light Peach. I don't think they even have this anymore. This one looks so pretty, but of course I forgot it. So now I'm just wearing the Haus Labs Atomic Lip Shake in the shade Sepia, I believe. Sepia something, but it's literally called Sepia. Because that was the only lippy that I had on hand with me in my purse. So that's it. So, and as far as a reading update goes, I got through another 100 pages or something, or 110 pages today, because I was listening to the audiobook when I was getting ready, and I listened to quite a bit of the audiobook at work because I wasn't actually able to read the physical book tonight. I only read like 5 pages of it because my manager was there until like 7:30. And also, on my break, I wasn't able to read because I only got a 15-minute break tonight. I didn't get a half hour. So, but I'm on page 620, so I'm going to finish it tonight. I only have like 79 pages left. So we're just going to finish it. And I cannot believe I'm finishing on a Saturday. I thought I wasn't going to finishing. It sounds so weird to me. I don't know why. So I can't wait. I'm just going to finish it tonight. I only have 79 pages. I can't believe it. And then I can get into some of the other books that I want to read. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have fun watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. Who are you rooting for? Let me know. I mean, I'm not posting this until after the game is over because this will be the previous week's lookbook. So yeah. Bye.